Gatorade. CJ McCollum coming on in the fourth quarter, guys.
Certainly needed him tonight. His backcourt partner was struggling, so he took his turn tonight.
Lillard didn't have much going. McCollum scored 8 of his 20 over the final 12 minutes of the game, helping Portland even up this series at 1 game apiece. Certainly a lot more to break down from this game, and let's hear from CJ, who was at the podium in Denver.
CJ, down the stretch, ball was in your hands a lot. Dame didn't have his best game tonight. And what were you looking for there, trying to kind of finish this one out?
I was just trying to be aggressive. I think that was the biggest thing. Be aggressive, take what the defense gives me. Obviously, looking to score, but if it's not there, being aware of the weak side, being aware of the help defender, and trying to make the right play.
You guys obviously came out doubling Jokic. Did you guys just feel that after game one, you wanted to make some other guys beat you?
Did you see game one? He almost had 40, or did he have 40? So you got to try different stuff on a player like that, of his caliber, make him uncomfortable, give him different looks, and I think we did that tonight.
When Dame's having a game like he is tonight, is that something you guys are talking about? Is he saying, hey, CJ, you got to pick me up here? Are there conversations going on the bench when he's not scoring the ball as well?
Sometimes we have conversations, but it's more feel now after 6 years. He knows when I want the ball, and we kind of make eye contact, and I know when he wants the ball. Other times we'll verbally, express it, or I'll be like, look, go take it. I need one. Or I'll tell him, I'm ready, come on. And that's kind of how we play. And tonight, down the stretch, we kind of alternated. A couple times a couple times I told him go get the ball, take advantage of the matchup, and make the right play. But that's the type of player he is. That's the type of person he is. If he sees I have the hot hand or an advantage, he defers. And if I see he has the hot hand or an advantage, I tell him go to work.
All right, that's CJ McCollum. We'll hear more from the podium here in a bit. Mike Fratello, Grant Hill, Jared Greenberg. Portland wins at 97-90, and there's a lot of different storylines, including all the physical play that we're going to focus in on here, Coach. What did you see from Enes Kanter tonight, who's, by the way, playing with a separated left shoulder?
Comes off a great game number one and starts out the night for Portland and kind of gets him going with his high energy there. And at the end of the night, when you look at it, he wound up with 15 and 9, almost matched the same numbers that Jokic had on the other side. And if you can neutralize a guy like Jokic, basically, you're not giving up too many more points, and your other guys pick up the slack there. I mean, that's all they can ask for a guy who was a late pickup suddenly because they had to, losing their starting center Nurkic the way they did. This guy's really been important to them.
It's interesting to think that they're playing without Nurkic, who's their big bruising center, at least the closest thing to it on their roster, yet they're the team that wants to be more physical. Is that the way they're going to win this series?
Well, I mean, I think it certainly helps having a guy like a Kanter who brings the physicality to the game as well, and give him credit. Not to say he alone shut down or slowed down Jokic, but he competes. He gets out there, he competes. He's not going to be afraid. He's not going to be scared of the moment. But yeah, I mean, I think they're bringing more of a physicality, a mindset. Look, it's do or die. Every game is a must-win for both teams, and you got to give credit. I mean, you saw Mike Malone talk about how proud he was of his team. Even though they didn't shoot the ball well, they still competed.
Right.
So did Portland. Got a little physical there, a little testy. That's playoff basketball. That's what you expect.
Grant, would you say that Kanter's been given another chance in his basketball life? He left the New York situation not on the best of terms, and probably stained him as far as, do other teams want to come after him? Is he a problem in the locker room? Is he a problem with the front office? And now all of a sudden here he is, and he's playing playoff basketball.
Yes, I agree with everything you just said there. Yeah, he is in a great spot for him, new life for him, and he's delivering for his team when they need him.
He said the other day it's been the best year of his life, coming from the difficult time in New York where he wasn't playing to now being a part of a team in the second round, which is even up the series in 1 game apiece. He scored 11 minutes 15 in the first half. Kanter, though, involved in that little dust up there in the fourth quarter. Let's hear from him after the game.
I'm in a very heavy pain medication, so I don't really feel it. I'm probably going to start feeling it probably the next 2 hours, That's why it keeps me awake all night. Well, you know what, it's the playoffs.
Talk about the physical play.
Very physical, man, of course. I mean, and with my position and how I play, it's all physical game. So, I mean, I got to take some medicines.
What did you guys do defensively?
I mean, we know that we're gonna score the ball. We got enough talent in this room to score the ball. But the most important thing was just getting stops. And he thought it's just gonna be sweet, and he's gonna get his 35 every night. But I think we start the game very physical, and still playoffs, man. Just gotta give it everything you have and sacrifice whatever you have.
Seemed like you got more double team too, did you?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, like I said, defense is all about trust and communication, and it's just not one man's job. It's the whole 5 man's job. So I think we did a really good job on not just Jokic, everybody.
What happened there in that last minute?
No, I'm talking about the fight, right? So I mean, it was a free throw box out, and then this dude just literally just pushed me into his teammate, and then I knocked somebody down, and then they started getting into my face. I'm like, I didn't do anything. Your teammate just pushed me into you. So I like that. It's it definitely just that's what the playoffs are all about. Just go out there and just give everything you have, man. You either win or you go home.
How would you describe how the team is at?
Well, the man who pushed Cantor into Torrey Craig is Nikola Jokic, and he is at the podium.
Nikola, over here. How are they playing you differently today than they were in Game 1?
I think it's not just how they play me. They were aggressive, like as a team, as a group. They were coming on my post ups, but that doesn't really change how we play. We just didn't. The energy was kind of bad. I mean, then I say that, and then we have like 20-something offensive rebounds. So it was a weird game for us. They play extremely good. They didn't even play that good, to be honest. I mean, they can play really, better than that. So it was kind of a weird game where they were aggressive than we are.
Nikola, you talked about those offensive rebounds. Was it strange for you to have that many offensive rebounds, but to struggle as a team to actually convert those second chance points?
Yeah, I think in the last quarter we have a couple like tip miss-outs. I said we miss a lot of putbacks, whatever. But still, 20-something really offensive rebounds. It's a big number. So. And we couldn't make shots. We provide especially in the first quarter and the first half. We provide a lot of open shots, really open wide shots. But we just didn't make none of those. So it was kind of bad thing.
Nikola, how similar was the way they doubled you tonight? Similar to how they doubled you against San Antonio?
I really don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, it's kind of similar. Yeah, it's similar than that.
Nikola, a lot of physicality in the fourth quarter. Got a little chippy there. Your thoughts on that? Will that be any motivation for Game 3?
I mean, it's a playoff. It's we want to win. They want to win. I think it's a normal thing. So we just need to be aggressive. Or more physical.
Anybody else?
Thank you, guys.
Well, there is Jokic, who was held to 16 points, had 14 rebounds, but the series is now tied. We're back to wrap things up with Grant and Czar and look ahead to Game 3 in the Portland-Denver series.